afraid of dying.
How do you know? You've never tried it before.
Children of the night, what music they make.
I would die for her. I would kill for her. Either way, what bliss.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Welcome to Fright Night.
What's the prime time?
Oh, Snowball!
So, you are something you can't take home.
You're talking about him as if he were a human being. That part of him died years ago.
Death. There are no accidents, no coincidences, no mishaps, and no escapes.
Such sights to show you.
Ugly motherfucker.
Hey, you shut your face!
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula.
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off? It's a screen, baby! Game over.
Patient.
They're here.
I don't know how y'all like it, but I get such a good like giggle every time it ends with like the great him like Frankenfurter going patient. and that joke, I gotta credit your channel, Michael, because that joke was born on your channel with Lydia.
Hey man.
Yeah, because we were talking about, Rocky Horror because it fit into the bracket, and then I'm like, I see you shiver and anticipate. And my original plan was I'm not gonna say patient till the end of the stream so that everyone kind of forgets. But then of course Lydia was like, oh, she put it in there, and I'm like, oh, okay, that works. And then so then when I was making this intro, I'm like, I'm gonna put that joke in there because for me, I love Tim Curry and I love that movie like even more. So I'm like, I want that joke in there, and I tried not to do just horror in that intro.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
I wanted to throw some stuff like Quentin Tarantino said it before. I'll say it many, many times in the future. Quentin Tarantino is my favorite filmmaker. And I'm like, I'm getting something in there, and I'm wanting more like horror adjacent. And I was gonna use something from Dusk Till Dawn, but I'm like, he didn't actually make that. Like he helped write it, but
yeah. And
then I remembered Lieutenant Aldo Rain threatening Christoph Waltz with that knife. I'm like, that's terrifying.
Oh
so,
yeah, man.
Like, I'm gonna put that in there, and then immediately, I mean, I had to cut it at the right spot because immediately after, you just hear Christoph Waltz yelling as he's getting his skull carved in.
Oh yeah, dude. When I think of Tim Curry, it immediately goes to Pennywise.
His
like for
Pennywise
me, like
is
that.
great.
It just, I don't know, dude. Like it just immediately goes there. Like that's the first thought in my head is he made me, not like clowns when I was a kid.
There's something about when he's telling Georgie like you'll float too, like the way he says it, it's almost like it's gonna sound weird when I say it. Just know this is the vibe that I got. Almost like a flirting thing. Like it's like he's I don't want to say that he's enjoying it, like saying it, and I almost added that in there, but I'm like, no, Pennywise is just too out there. I want to go with something like, like Rocky Horror Picture Show, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure I need to check and see if it's been updated. But prior to the pandemic, Rocky Horror Picture Show was the longest running theater movie ever because it's been in theaters like ever since it came out.
Oh,
Literally,
okay.
there's like one theater in the country that shows it every day. So
Oh yeah, man.
it's since it came out. So I'm pretty sure it's the longest running movie in theaters.
Oh yeah. If you would have asked me that question before, I knew that, I would have said it was the original Star Wars if I had to guess, because I mean that came out in 77 and my parents took me as a little kid to see it, at the theater. And I was born in 78. You know what I mean? So it's just like that's crazy, for a movie to be out that long.
Yeah, and now I gotta look it up, y'all, because this is something and I'm gonna say hi to the chat. I promise I'm gonna get to y'all in just 1 second. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Rocky Horror Picture Show, which premiered in 1975 and is still shown in limited fashion, longest running theatrical release in film history,
That's craziness.
and it's got such a following
Yeah.
that it. I mean, people still see it in theaters in 2023, and
Wow.
it's crazy. And that's the thing. From what I understand, it's not just like one or two people show up. It's always an event. Like every week, people like get dressed up and they go because it's an experience. So,
Want to go see Rocky Horror Picture Show in the theater? That's cool.
dude, I would love to. And it does mention something about the pandemic unfortunately affecting it, but yeah, dude, it's been going since it came out in 1975.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and jump in and see who all's in the chat. I know there's a few people here so far. Jerry, Jerry, I commend your dedication. I know you reach out to me privately and like, hey, you streaming tonight, and then you also like you're usually the first one to comment on a video. I commend that. That's I really appreciate it. Russell, once again, man, thank you for reminding everyone to hit that like button. I'm having a pretty good night so far. I see hashtag Crystal Lake Haddonfield Springwood, and I'll get into that as soon as we address the chat. I'll get into that. Val is here. Val, the general, always gets a salute. Welcome to the channel. Please hit the like button. Yes, please do. Thank you so much, Val. Subscribe. That's a big help as well. Also, go subscribe to my buddy Michael here over at Movies and Beyond.
Yes.
I'm sure his link will be in the chat. And before I move on to it from it as well, while this comment is up, go subscribe to Conrad Studios. Their link is in the description. These are the people who made the short films we're going to be watching tonight. I want to make sure that I'm putting more emphasis on that. When we're watching these people put a lot of effort and work into making these films, and we're really here to, just to watch those, to enjoy those, comment on them, and learn something. For me, I'm learning a lot when I'm watching these movies, and I want to make sure we're giving these people who make them, the kudos they deserve, even if they're not on the channel, even if they're not in the chat or anything like that. I want to make sure we're reaching out and, not just watching it on my channel, go watch it on their channel, go give it a like on their channel, drop a comment, let them know how much you enjoyed it. And the link to that channel is in the description of this video. So you'll be able to find all the videos we're going to watch. And they've also got some other fan films for like Harry Potter and stuff like that, which I'm like, that's cool. Like they've got a fan film series called Mudblood.
Oh, nice.
Like, that's pretty legit.
Yeah.
I see. I think I saw Sarah jumping in. Hey, Sarah, if you're still here, hope you are. We're about to jump into a few of these. Melissa is here saying, "Hey, thanks for jumping in, Melissa. Really do appreciate it." Philip Morgan is here as well. CJ's jumping in. I think. Oh, Jonathan Brake is here. Any relation to Richard Brake? If so, that's really cool. Love Richard Brake. He's one of my favorites. Right there he is on my left side. I met him. One of the coolest celebrities I've ever met. Sarah, that's awesome. Thank you. That's the link to Michael's channel over at Movies and Beyond. Go subscribe if you haven't. I believe that's everyone in the chat. So we're gonna talk for a few minutes here, really quick. Let's do a recap of last week on my channel because we watched a few, but there were two in particular we watched that we started with, and they were actually episodes 4 and 5 of the Slasherverse.
If and how many are there altogether?
There are 5. So we watched the last 2. We watched the final 2.
Okay.
These will be the first 3. So what we saw last week is the Scream one. First of all, the woman's smile, that Ghostface smile, she's so creepy.
That's what stuck out to me about that so much.
Bro, she was so creepy. But then we learned, like, the ending of that, we were all kind of shook because we were like, oh, wait, she's in Texas now on the run. And she becomes, once we moved into episode 5 with it was the Leatherface one, we learned that she was actually the hitchhiker in that story. So she kind of became Leatherface's cousin, kind of, I guess like what do they call it? Common law. Like she's a common law cousin. And then in 5, obviously when Leatherface was out there, we actually got to see her and her Ghostface get up assisting. So I gotta say the production value of those when we watched them, I was really impressed with. They're a little shorter. They're, I believe they're between like 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and they looked great.
They we're kind of Star Warsing the story, right? You know what I mean? We're doing episode 4, 5. Now we're going to go back to the prequels, and we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. But man, as far as quality of these, man, they were fantastic, dude. They look good. They were entertaining for sure. They kind of merge everything, and that's what's cool. I'm kind of trying to see. We started with Scream, like you said, before we went to Texas, and we saw how Scream blended into Texas. And the first 3 that we have are different. So how are these going to blend together like the other ones blended together to create that, that
through line?
Yeah. And yeah, man, I think that's the biggest thing for me that I'm looking forward to because I've waited a week and, right away we were just like, I want to do 1, 2, and 3
we're
right
like,
now.
We could probably make it work right now.
Yeah,
and I do remember, I'll point out, and I'm sure people watching remember, but if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend going watching those, or watch this, then go watch those. But they're in part 4, the Ghostface one, episode 4. They bring up Camp Crystal Lake because they mentioned there was a survivor
in dialogue
that's never been found.
Yeah. And
then, because I remember distinctly making the joke, how do you know she's a survivor if she was never found? Right. So I'm assuming there's going to be a through line from the very first one, which, by the way, is Nightmare on Elm Street. So in order, we're going to be going Freddy, Michael, Jason.
Now, don't forget, there was a Freddy reference as well that we watched last week
in the Texas Chainsaw at the end.
So I'm wondering if that's kind of, complete.
If we're going for full circle. Yeah, because at the end of the Leatherface, Sally Hardesty was in therapy, and her therapist, like, I think she was having a nightmare because she ends up in Springwood?
Yeah. Remember, we were like, your destination choices are just terrible.
Yeah, they're awful. They're awful because she was and I like what they're throwing in their own like, lore, their own canon, and I'm totally cool with that. Like I said it before, and I'll say it again. One of the things you got to do as a short film or a fan film is you got to justify your existence. Like, you got to do something that says why you do it, like why this is being made. Otherwise, you're just remaking something, that doesn't necessarily need to be remade. There's no reason to do it. These have that reason. Like, they're telling a new story using these plot points we know. Yeah. So and they gave Sally Hardesty a background. She was an actor, like, up and coming, and then she kind of falls out of favor in Hollywood. Then she moves back to Texas, runs into that whole thing, and then she ends up in Springwood. And you did make that joke. She's the worst destination choices ever.
Right.
But really quick, Smells Like Teen Horror is jumping in. What's going on? We're just about to get into this. To Michael, what does the channel consist of? Man, he does a lot. Michael, you want to take this? Go for it. This is your
Yeah,
channel.
sure.
What's your channel?
A lot of most of the live shows, I would say that 90% of the live shows have to do with horror in some aspect. Sunday nights, lately, we've been doing our horror bracket tournament. We've done the 70s and 80s, and we started with 2000, 2009. So that's kind of out of place, but it's done as well. And what we do in that live stream is, the chat will throw up movie titles from that decade. We'll put them all into a tournament bracket, and we'll pit them against each other. And everyone in the chat gets to vote on which movie moves on in the tournament. So if you do want to go check those out, I won't ruin who the winners were. But once we get through, we did 70s, 80s, and we're going to do 90s, 2000, 2009, and then the 2 decades after that. Well, the decade and a half, because when we get to 2020, we can only go to 23 for obvious reasons. We're going to pit all the winners in one tournament together, and we're going to go ahead and throw all those together and see who wins. So that's Sunday nights. I do that with Mad Matt from Mad Matt's Mask. Monday nights, we pretty much do what we're doing here today. We've had a lot of cool shows that we've done on Monday. I'm more so doing the Friday the 13th end of the fan films with some Halloween sprinkled in there. Whereas, Eric has been focusing on the Scream, and now I think that he's going to go ahead and branch out himself. You were talking a little bit about that.
Yeah.
And it's just mostly horror. The live stream stuff is mostly horror. Every now and then, I'll talk about some new movies coming out, and I'll do videos on that. But mostly horror, man. Mostly horror movies, and then anything else I deem cool and want to talk about. And that's what Movies and Beyond is, man. It's a good time. You should check it out.
I wholeheartedly agree, and the brackets always super fun. The chat is really involved, having a great time. Obviously, the Mondays over on your channel, I feel like this is, and I was actually having this conversation with Chrissy, my fiance, before we started. I feel like your channel is a little bit more formal of a thing for the fan film days. You're just much more fucking prepared than I am, man. Like you've got it set down, like you got it going, and I'm just like, all right, cool. When it's on my channel, like didn't even put my contacts in. I'm like, I'm just ready to go, just chill, laid back, having a good time.
I honestly think that, dude, there's no difference. I feel like we're doing the same show 2 nights in a row with different material, and I absolutely love it. The great thing about Tuesdays for me is I get to just chill and talk into the microphone. I don't have to touch StreamYard or anything like that. So this is kind of my chill night, and Eric gets to push all the buttons and be the man and do his thing. You all know Eric. You're here for a reason. Eric does great shit. You know what I mean? He does. And that Eric's a cool dude too, man. And that's definitely why I'm here. And Eric, we say this every stream we do this, man. This shit is fun, man. Like doing this fan film stuff, the people we're talking to, the people in the chat, it's so much fun, man. And I'm ready. I'm down to do this until we run out of movies to talk about,
dude. And that's the thing. Looking, because I found a whole group of them that I didn't even know existed, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's like we're doing two shows a week, one your channel, one my channel.
Yeah.
By the time we get through all that exists, there's going to be more made. So like we should theoretically never have to stop. But and by the way, CJ, if you didn't watch the one last night, man, I laughed so hard I had a headache. And I've rewatched some clips from last night, and anyone here who was there last night knows exactly the part I'm talking about. Let's not spoil it in the chat in case someone didn't watch it. But man, I've rewatched it, and Michael and I have been talking about it multiple times today. Like just rewatching that one part and laughing so damn hard.
I was crying, like literally had tears coming down my eyes. I was laughing so hard, and I'm here all by myself. Like there's nobody to share that moment with. So I look like an idiot sitting at my computer, just laughing so hard that I'm crying. It was so much fun, man.
Dude, everyone's reaction at that part was slightly different, but all like kind of like we're all, we all had something different going on in our head, and it was just such a good time. So yeah, man, it's just a fun time watching these, and a big aspect of it. I already said it before, but I'm just going to reiterate, man. Part of this for me is learning. Like I want to see what other fans are doing when they make their fan films, because my ultimate goal is to make one. My ultimate goal is to actually, I'm going to say multiple ultimate goal is to make several. Like I want to make multiple fan films. And conversations are being had with people in the background, obviously about that. Um, but I love seeing what fans do and how they go about it, making theirs. And yeah, it gets me really excited for the future of these franchises, knowing that there's people out there who love the films and the franchises and the killers as much as we do. And that's
Yeah.
really at the end of the day what this is about.
You just want to make sure that the people that are creating these great fan films of the the movies that we like, whether it be Scream, whether it be Friday the 13th, whether it be Nightmare, whether it be Halloween, that Hollywood's paying attention to these fan films and these small films that, look, they're fans, man. They're gonna make you a good movie. Like, you never know. Some of these fan films we're watching 5 years from now, this person's the next director of Friday the 13th or the next director of Scream. You never know. And it's freaking awesome, man, because we say this a million times over and over again. I'll probably say it a million times more. That's who you want making your films that you love so much, are the people that actually care about it 100%.
Yeah, yeah, and that's another thing about these and what we've been doing on your channel. What I'm trying to set up on my channel more is getting the people who made them on the channel. Like while we're watching them, they're giving insights. They're talking about it. Like they gave us so much about The Shape last night, like
Yeah.
so much awesome info.
And they couldn't have been cooler dudes, man. Right?
They were so cool. Like they were so cool, joking around with us the whole time, and like it was just in the chat the whole time. And
Yeah.
what got me, man? Like they were thanking us, and I'm like, man, I don't know what you're talking about. We should be thanking you. Like you made this with next to no budget,
Yeah.
and just put it out into the world for fans to enjoy. And like thank you.
Yeah.
We're just showing it and talking about it. So I'm blown away that these people are like showing gratitude toward us. And I'm like, man, it should be the other way, in my opinion. We should be trying everything we can do to get you like a huge budget to make these movies.
The support about it too has been great, man. You look at Aaron, you look at Chuck, you look at Peter. Anthony's a boss, man. You know what I mean?
Speaking of,
hey,
what's going
up,
on,
Peter?
man? Don't
What's
worry about
going
it, man.
on?
It's the holiday times. Everyone's busy right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hell, Christmas is less than a week away. I don't
Yeah.
want to stress anyone out, but like,
But
that's
all
a little
those
bit
people have
stressful.
been welcoming and cool, and dude, it's been fantastic. Like looking back the last few weeks of doing these, man, it's been fantastic. I absolutely love it.
It really has, and as much as I think the toxic fandom thing is real, I don't deny its existence. I've seen it firsthand in like Reddit and stuff like that. I also know that like you get with the right horror community and it's nothing but love, man. And I think we found that here. Like
Yeah.
we've gotten into the people who are just about the love of it and having fun.
Right.
And I'm so happy. And y'all, I'm not gonna yammer on too long here. We've been talking about this and we kind of say it every week, but it just, for me, it just gets more and more apparent every time we do it, like how much I'm enjoying these. So as I said, we're going to be starting off with the slash reverse, and we're going to be starting off with episode 1 tonight, which is Freddy Krueger. It is a Nightmare on Elm Street. I've got no idea what the storyline is going to be, but dude, I'm excited. I just know from the quality of the last two that we watched that it's going to be great. So let's go ahead and get that shared, and we'll get this thing going, man. We'll get episode 1 going. It's 16 minutes, of course. That is with credits. So,
Let's see what they do.
We're gonna go 4K. I hope it comes through. Let me make sure it's. Of course, as always in the chat, let me know if the audio is good.
Yeah, all good on my end.
All right.
The nightmare woke her up. She breathed a momentary sigh of relief as she realized it was only a dream. Yet little did she know, the reality would be so much worse.
I immediately thought when I looked at her face, like, oh shit, is that Ghostface?
It kind of did look like you're there for a second.
Yeah.
The truth is, he had been watching her for a very long time.
You know, one thing I'm noticing,
What's that?
they have narration in every one so far. There's a
Yeah.
voiceover by someone.
You are right.
Studying her behavior. Obsessing over the perfect moment.
The score, those little audio cues in the back, I'm really digging those.
It's definitely shaping that nightmare feeling.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get the bathtub scene in a bed?
Kind of gave me an air, like I kind of
Who's there?
thought she looked like Ariana Grande there for a minute.
The stalker jumped on top of her, ready to end Leah's life as he aimed his knife.
She's writing a story.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Shit, I was
oh,
thinking,
Baseball bat then?
why would he have a baseball bat?
I'm a failure.
No, you'll get it figured out. It's just a weapon. You just gotta think of something cool.
Like what? Knives? Cliche. Machete? Cliche.
You stop it
Gun.
right there. Machete's awesome.
Really, really cliche.
gun is
You
very
just gotta
cliche.
think outside the box. Be bold.
What's up, Ghostface Fanatic?
Never regular.
What's up, Ghostface?
Okay.
We're just jumping
Well,
in
that
here.
was cliche.
Okay, Emily, I'm just trying to help. And there is a difference between being cliche and hilarious.
Is there now?
I'm a goofball. You don't ask the goofball for help.
I need a fresh perspective.
Your story has an interesting setting, an interesting setup. You really just got to figure out who the killer is.
So you're saying the killer isn't interesting?
Come on, a creepy stalker who kills people. I'm saying this as a friend. I think you're brilliant and capable of coming up with something better.
I wish I had the same amount of confidence in myself as you do.
Oh, shit. I'm late. My date's on the way to the restaurant.
I keep forgetting
Is her
you have a
hair
hot date
different
tonight.
in that?
Yeah,
Like
we'll
this
see how
shot
it goes.
versus
She's new in town.
the dream sequence she was just in?
I'm running late for my date
Yeah.
too.
Like it looks different. Like I
Yeah.
think they tried to
Yeah,
make her
they-
less attractive or something.
I don't
Really?
think that's the same person.
With who?
Is it not?
So,
No.
why did you lie to him?
I mean, I
Well,
could be
please-
wrong,
please.
but I don't
I'm
think
going
it
to
is.
see my
It might be a different
Oh,
person,
and by
but
the way,
yeah.
you're partially
Oh,
the reason I have a therapist
is
in the
that?
first place because I've
That's
been
the same
madly in love with
therapist.
you for 3 years.
It
So I
is.
unleash my anxious feelings in writing murder novels, even though you think they suck.
Well, I do truly appreciate how you go about and find your creative feelings, even if they are those grisly horror novels.
Doesn't matter. They're no good.
Now, why would you say that?
I can't come up with clever characters. Or clever kills, or even clever weapons.
So, okay, neither can Hollywood
Have you
sometimes.
ever thought of pulling inspiration?
Ghostface, this is the Slasherverse episode 1, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Know that there are several unsolved murders here in this very town.
Really? Here. In
Oh.
Springwood.
Oh, you'd never know.
Is he Fred Krueger?
I think so. I think that's the same.
It's.
See, I don't want to ruin it for the people that haven't seen 4 and 5,
Yeah.
but I think that yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it would be because she's now reading about Fred Krueger, which means he already existed and is probably dead. Yeah. Was that?
You scared the fuck out of me.
That was Michael's music, wasn't
What did
it?
I do now?
Was it?
I was researching serial killers from our town.
When we're
Hey,
done, I'm gonna
I
go
thought you
back.
were on a date.
That was definitely
Well, It got cut short.
definitely Michael.
Yeah, mine too.
Really? Well, hey, do you maybe want to come over and help me with this research?
Right now? Seriously?
Yeah.
Why not? It's still light outside,
Yeah,
man.
sure, I'll be right over.
There you go.
There it is.
Got to make you an Elm Street sign.
Every town has an Elm Street. Didn't Freddy say that? In, like
He
Freddy's
did.
dead. Was it Freddy's dead? Did I just
I'm
quote
not-
Freddy's dead? Holy shit!
I'm not sure if it's Freddy's dead, but I know he said it.
Someone in the chat will know. Did I just quote Freddy's
I've been
dead?
looking into this guy that went psycho several years ago. Some Fred? Or Freddy Krueger.
That sounds familiar. Did he have a good weapon?
Gloves. With knives in each finger.
Not cliche.
Not cliche at all. Apparently, some people reported seeing him in their dreams, and some kids in the insane asylum testified that he actually murdered their friends in their dreams.
My cousin John chiming in and saying, "Yep, that was Freddy's dead."
Oh dear
You
God!
you just quoted Freddy's dead, man.
Oh my God, that's a
Sounds like
first
the
and
perfect read right
probably a
before bedtime.
last.
Especially since your parents are out of town.
I'm kind of obsessed.
I'm just
You concern me.
that quote was almost in my intro.
But it is very unsettling.
There was another Freddy quote in there, but I took it out.
I don't know if I'll be able to sleep alone tonight.
Oh, is that an invitation?
Are you staying over?
Sounded like it.
Do you want me to?
Oh, he's got some. What do the kids call it these days? Riz? Is that what they call it?
I don't even know. Like I'm so far out of
Come
that.
over. Without the cuddle. Unless you want to.
He's not even saying anything. He's playing it cool. Like I'm really digging him as an actor here. I think he's selling it really well. Isn't that
No
what the kids say,
pressure.
Sarah? Riz, because apparently saying charisma is too hard.
Oh, so it's part of something.
Yeah, Riz is like a slang term for charisma, for being charismatic.
Is it me or is slang just getting lazier?
That's all it is. Like there's no thought in it at all. Oh yeah, look at that smile. She's like, "This is what I wanted."
Let's form a cuddle puddle.
You can see the sweat popping up on his eyebrows. Oh, it's a decent looking glove.
It is.
How's that for cliche, bitch?
You're not real.
How's that for cliche, bitch? Not my favorite Freddy so far, I'll say that, but
That's fine.
it could be worse. Freddy's a hard one.
He's got that I'm not a good person look.
How you feel?
What?
It's okay.
You know what look he had from me? He had the look.
Oh, good horror story.
Oh, good God.
This one seems a little
cliche, don't you think?
Why does he sound like Stallone right there?
Oh, damn it! Like I wasn't expecting that. Like that's unfortunate.
Oh, that sucks. That was some good effects too. Like some good editing.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. When we watched, oh,
Oh Jesus, bro, he's just messing with her.
anything but the glove.
Always go too deep on the. Yeah. It doesn't work out. Russell, 1000%, man.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Didn't make fun of you.
On the contrary,
I'd pull the hat down a little bit.
Yeah.
Not like I'm a Freddy expert or anything. That looks cool though. I like the way they did that.
They got the lighting and bro, it looks like just a standard freaking like stairs in a building, but they added the lighting and the smoke.
Yeah.
That's such a good, simple solution to that problem.
Yeah. Oh no, it's those little things like, man, like throwing a knife in the leg. And when we watched Vengeance 2 on my channel, Tommy hit freaking CJ Graham in the foot with a freaking sledgehammer, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ. Like it's little things like that.
Peter, dude.
Zing.
Oh my god. Yeah, Freddy's just so hard to do. I always thought one of my cousins is like the perfect build for Freddy and has like the perfect twitchiness. And John, you're here. I've never told anyone this that actually knows him. Chris. I don't know why, but anytime I think of doing like a Freddy fan film, I think of Chris as Freddy. Well, she's barefoot, so this person graduated from the Quentin Tarantino School of Filmmaking.
You're not real.
I like the
You're not
the
real.
effects there.
You're not real.
Yeah.
you're the writer.
Yeah, they look good.
Use your creativity. Tell me, how would you like me to cut
Surprise me, bitch.
Don't say that. He'll surprise you in a very bad way. Oh my god. Bro, Bud would be perfect, and he's really thin now. I think I still follow him on like Instagram and stuff.
Yes.
Oh. What? Didn't see that one coming. Oh no, he's gonna wake up with covered in blood. Dude, just oh,
Emily,
dude, that's a good
hey.
blood effect.
Yeah.
Emily, wake up. What's going on, Emily? Wake up.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's
wake
going
up,
on,
buddy.
bro? Run.
No, a dude from Nightmare 1 ran, and it didn't work out so well for him.
What? I mean, that's fair, but is that the end?
Police are still searching for the suspect in connection to the grisly murder of Emily Thompson here at her home in Springwood. The murders took place 2 days ago, and the police are still searching for answers as to what provoked such a gruesome crime. The suspect in question, 23-year-old Derek Ryder, has supposedly fled the state and is considered to
Derek
be
who?
armed and dangerous.
The guy
Witnesses
she was
say they
cuddling with.
spotted Ryder's car
Oh,
fleeing
yeah.
Ohio and heading further west into Indiana or possibly Illinois. Authorities will be on full alert for any sightings
Going
of
ahead
Derek
and
and
feel.
advise precaution during this Halloween weekend.
I called it.
Dude, yeah.
I called it. Well, and they said
Conrad.
Indiana, possibly Illinois. That's
Yeah.
the thing that,
All right. Oh, Freddy. I will say so far of these that we've watched, Freddy is my least favorite one.
I would agree. I would agree with
And
that.
not that it wasn't good. It just Freddy is so hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, dude. I would never. You know what I mean? Like I would never.
It's so difficult to make a good Freddy. Cause like with Michael, with Jason, you don't have to worry about as much of a this isn't a great word, but like as much of a personality.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is with Jason does have personality. You know what I mean? Michael does, but not like Freddy. Freddy has charisma, dude. And I think
he got the Riz, as we said. He got Riz.
Yeah, the charisma that, and I'm gonna say the full word, right? He's got that charisma that makes Freddy to me. And that's I know that's like nitpicky and stuff like that, but I just feel like, Freddy's like, that. And I think they did good, but compared to the other ones, I this was probably my least favorite out of the 3 that we've now watched.
Yeah. And I see Melissa, you said you Jason and Michael. Well, or Jason versus Michael. We watched one of those, didn't we?
We did. Evil Emerges.
Over on your channel.
We did. And those were those 2 guys from I want to say they were from Australia, maybe. They did that. It was like a 25-minute deal. And, no matter who you wanted to win, they both look great. I think they did a good job with that. It was a lot of fighting. I bet you that was a lot of takes to do that too.
And it was some good fighting styles too. Like it wasn't like, one thing I find with most low budget fan films is there's kind of a because the stunts aren't, choreographed professionally or rehearsed maybe as much as they should be, there's a hint of like a delay with fight scenes. Like someone will react to a swing that is not coming that fast, or the reaction time, the movements, they're a little slow because, and I understand it, you don't have professional stunt people doing this, it makes sense, but they look like they had it down. And I bet, and from what I understand, there was 2 brothers.
Yeah, so it was probably easy for them to kick each other's ass.
I was saying they're probably literally just beating the shit out of each other to make it look real. They're like, I don't care, you're my brother, I'm gonna really hit you.
Right.
Like so
like there is no union to protect you. There is no actors' rights. You're my brother. I'm throwing you, over this table. This is happening.
Yeah, pretty much. So they did a really good job on that. So, I mean, I don't know what else we could say about it. So far, as much as, once again, Freddy's hard to do. Keeping the character of Freddy out of it, just in the filmmaking perspective, still great. Like high quality film, like the production value is pretty high in my opinion. And I love what they did with the red light and the smoke machine to make it see. That's such a simple thing, but for a second I was like, oh shit, they made a boiler room. Like they made it, and I applaud them for going that route, because you're doing a lot with very little. A smoke machine, you could get a light that puts out that red light for pretty cheap on like Amazon, and a little smoke machine, and you've essentially made a boiler room with nothing. That's awesome.
And let's not forget about the sparks that they put in post-production. I'm assuming in After Effects, they did that with him dragging his claw down the wall. I dug that, man. Like not something you see, too terribly often in a fan film, and I thought it looks pretty good. I think they did a good job with that. Anytime you're Freddy, I want to see him drag the claws. You know what I mean? At least once. And
you gotta have that sound. Like part of what the like audio creepiness for Freddy is the scratching and screeching of it against metal. So production value as high as the others. The character of Freddy, I think it's harder to pull off.
Yeah.
So, but with that with that one down, we saw where he was headed. So I think we know what's next.
Oh yeah.
He just pulled into Haddonfield, Illinois. So I think we know that we're about to jump in to Halloween. Slasherverse presents Halloween.
Hey, I'll be right back. 1 quick second.
All right, I'll pause it really quick. I don't want you to miss anything. Take your time, my man. All right, really quick. So far, of the people who have seen the rest of these, because we did watch 4 and 5 last night, how would you rank them? Or 4 or 5 last week? How would you rank So we had Ghostface, Leatherface, and now Freddy. If you had to rank your favorites or rank them in order of preference, how would you rank them? Because I would probably go.
All right.
Honestly, I'd probably go Ghostface, Leatherface, Freddy in the order we've watched them so far.
Yeah. So, yeah, I agree.
So,
I second that.
All right, let's go ahead and get this started, y'all. Episode 2.
Can I just mention that not only did he go to Haddonfield, he picked a horrible time to go as well.
The day before Halloween or Halloween like week or something?
Yeah.
Eliza, you in there?
Just finishing up my costume. Be right out.
I think there's people passed out in the backyard. Are you serious?
Is she Dorothy?
I didn't get a good
I
look,
believe.
but I think it's Linda and her new friend.
All right. I'll
Linda?
deal with that in a sec.
Linda?
Great. This is exactly why I didn't want to throw a Halloween
Bob?
party in the first place.
Is that her new friend?
That'd be hilarious.
Because it was Lori, Annie, and Linda, right?
I think so.
And then Annie was with Paul, and Linda was with Bob. Or Bob's.
I feel like it's sped up.
Oh, I can dig it. All right, then.
He's just over there about to destroy some
There's a
people.
killer on the loose.
Dad, there's always killers on the loose. You're being paranoid.
Literally.
Maybe, but this guy was last seen in Haddonfield, and look, I just don't think it's safe with all these random people you've invited to your party.
That's mostly Tommy's friends. And besides, we'll be safe. You don't need to worry.
I agree with that, Val. I like that. I dig Michael in the blue
I
lights.
doubt anyone's gonna want to mess with me.
Okay, but I want to show you a picture of this guy in case anything were to happen.
Really?
Yeah, you need to know what he looks like.
Cute.
Oh.
This isn't funny, Eliza.
That's
this
the
guy
dude from the
murdered a
Scream
woman
one.
in Ohio
Or
and
from
fled
the
to our
Freddy
town.
one.
Yeah.
Dad, I'll be fine.
I just want you to be safe. So if anything happens, call me.
I will.
Do you still have that 9mm I gave you?
It's inside the house. I gotta go, Dad.
There you go. She's strapped at least.
Take care. Go. Love you.
Love you too.
Hey, that's great news, Jerry.
That is really great news. Tell him we're really happy for him and hope for a speedy recovery.
Yes.
Some murderers at our party tonight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sounds like him.
I know. Oh, hey, Callie. I didn't know you were here.
Tommy got me some new games.
That's so cool.
Hey, Callie, I'm trying to make out with my girlfriend, so can you get out of here?
Stop. You're mean.
You guys are gross.
What games you playing?
Some scary ones.
I swear, her mom's gonna come over here and kick your ass.
What? She likes playing horror video games.
Yeah, and then she'll have nightmares.
You're cool. You're not going to rat me out, are you, Callie?
Haven't thought about it yet.
We gotta go. Still need food and drink for the party tonight.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey girl, are you getting excited for the party tonight?
Getting there. We're about to go get some supplies. What are you up to?
Well, Mike and I were hoping we could come over a little bit early and take some spicy Halloween photos.
Mike, as in, I just met him last night, Mike?
That's the one.
Oh, geez, Linda. Are you guys looking for a place to hook up?
Wait
You
a
hardly
minute.
know him.
I promise, I'm not gonna fuck him. Anyways, I
You
told him he's
lie.
got
Don't make a
stripes.
promise you can't keep, woman.
Who's fucking who?
Well done. I just met him last night, Mike.
I just met him last night, Mike.
Exactly. See?
Is that his
Tommy
full name?
agrees.
Dude, who's fucking who?
You guys are talking about that. I'm going downstairs.
All right, we'll leave soon.
Oh my gosh, that was stupid.
I like
It's
it.
real. Who's fucking who?
So was the beginning like this is like the day before or something from the beginning?
I want to say so. Like
Okay.
I don't remember seeing the
Or
night
earlier that night
before.
or earlier that day or something. Like I feel like Linda died and that guy was laying next to her.
Man, you got a wood slat closet door though. You know what's got to happen.
Comfy.
Wait, is that the killer?
Hardly.
No, that's the dude from the
No,
first
it's
one.
not ideal. I'm
Is
sorry
it?
about that.
Is that supposed to be his brother or
Liza
something?
moving in. Everything. I just don't know where to put you.
It's gotta
Especially
be, right?
with the neighbor girl
Yeah.
coming in and out.
That dude reminds me of the
get it.
boyfriend, Jessica Biel's boyfriend
Look, I
from the
really
remake of
appreciate
Texas
everything you're
Chainsaw.
doing for me.
A little bit.
Obviously
Just
not
don't know
him,
what
the
to
one
do
with the
anymore.
beard.
Shit.
You believe me, right?
His name slips
Derek,
my mind.
I've known you for 15 years. I know you didn't kill anybody.
Matt, it's not Matt Balmer. It's the other one.
Well, I wasn't even
If
gonna say
anything's
his
been
real
going
name. I
on,
was gonna say his
haven't given
character
myself
name.
time to process what happened.
Kemper.
Was it Kemper?
I think it was Kemper.
I didn't even see who
I
did
got
it.
you.
I don't even know how it happened. You know, it's just 1 minute she's there, and the next.
Hey. It's okay. I brought you something.
What's this?
You're coming to the party tonight.
Are you joking?
It's a costume party. No one's going to recognize you. Besides, you've been in this basement for a damn week. You stink. You need a little human interaction. Just a little bit. All right?
Stop. You look so hot. What?
Thank you.
Come on in.
So, I'm Mike.
That you met last night.
Who'd you meet last night?
You. I met you last night.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, party
This
people?
dude.
Howdy, Mr. Doyle.
You guys are early by like an hour and 13 minutes.
He doesn't even wear a watch.
Guys,
Dude,
I
he
don't want
wasn't even wearing a watch.
But there's
Is he
a
trying to pull an
strange
old Chevy
child
Chase?
staring
Oh, look at the
us
time.
From your foyer.
I noticed that too. Maybe if we don't make any sudden movements.
I can hear you.
Callie, don't you have a house you can go to next door?
Don't you have headphones so I can play on my iPad?
She's our resident neighbor. She comes and goes.
Yeah, but you guys
Have a
got
good
here
one,
really
Philip.
early. We got to go grab some stuff.
Linda needed some backyard pics for her Instagram.
Yeah,
Backyard
so,
pics.
we can,
Have a good one,
watch the
man.
house for you.
Replay
I
will always
feel
be up if you want to check it
extremely
out.
comfortable with you taking care of my house for me.
Thanks, dude.
We'll be back in an hour.
Are we gonna get the requisite boobies? I guess that's a question. Do you feel like you have to have boobies in a Halloween film?
Negative.
Or only if I'm
Feel like-
thinking of they're like in the original, you definitely had them. In the remake, you definitely had them.
Did 18?
2018. I don't think modern ones do. Oh, look at
Oh,
that. That's a
yeah.
good shot.
I love it.
Did 18 have?
I don't believe it did. I don't believe any of the David Gordon Green did.
No. Modern movies have gotten away from it, I feel like.
I really like the way Michael looks in this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like being your photographer, babe.
Gross. Don't call me babe.
CJ, I don't think she did grab her 9, although she should have.
You're so hot, though.
Oh, I don't like him. Want him to die.
I thought we were gonna.
Take Halloween pictures. And that's all we're gonna do.
All right.
Okay, he took
Means
took
I
the
look
no
really
for an
good.
answer. I'll commend him on that at least.
Your IG's gonna
He's
blow up
still
after this.
skeevy.
It
but-
better. Okay, why don't you stand a little bit farther?
That just happened.
Oh, broad daylight.
I like the black eyes.
I like it going off in the background. No one even notices.
Yeah, she had a big
Hi, Mom.
headphones on though.
Okay, I'm on my way.
This poor girl better make it. Is he going to be standing back there? He should be. He should be standing right there in that gap between the houses. Yes, I knew it. Like he should be there.
The nonchalant shoulder shrug, like I'm a kid. It's fine. He's not coming after me.
Like you can't kill a kid in these movies.
18 was
I mean, they did have the one kid.
Yeah.
Who sounded like he chain smoked for his entire life.
He did.
Who was sad about missing dance practice, you know?
It was his passion.
Where'd they go?
Knowing Linda, she could be out exploring with Mike.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get changed. People will be getting here anyhow.
Exploring.
Cool.
I like this one so far.
I do too.
You don't need to go get changed.
I'm liking this dude, really. He's so weird, and I'm really digging it. What's going on here?
I think it's like progressing time.
Just a transition.
Yeah.
Yo. Is anybody in there?
I'll be out in a minute.
Yeah, this is the night before because she found their bodies in the back.
Yeah.
How do you not realize you're pissing on someone's face?
I just would love, to be the director, be like, so you're gonna lay there, and you're gonna get pissed on. That's
Bro, you can't see eyes at all in this thing. Oh, there's a little shot of him, but I didn't mind it.
No, I didn't mind that at all. A little shiny though, like the mask is a little shiny.
It could be dulled a little bit.
With all this
I'm
music going
nitpicking.
on?
I'm not gonna nitpick it.
Dude, I can't go up there.
You got half your costume on.
He's literally sleeping in a
Someone's gonna
hole.
recognize me.
You can't live your life like this. I know someone who could help. Eliza's dad used to be the chief of police. Now, if we meet with him and you give your side of the story, you might be able to help us out.
Where do you
Are you
think it's
kidding?
going to be at?
I've got no alibi. It would never even work.
Well, he stays in a cabin in the woods in New Jersey.
In my fucking basement. Now, you can either live your entire life on the run, or we can reach out to somebody who can do something. So what is it?
Here we go.
Mm-hmm. So now we're back to present time.
Oh my god, what's going on? Are you okay? They're dead. They're fucking dead. Who's dead? We gotta call 911
Don't
right
piss
now.
on my face and tell me it's right.
What's going
I
on?
was gonna make a joke along the lines
Oh,
of
it's
usually you
all right.
gotta pay
It's my
extra
friend.
for
He's
that.
good.
He's a fucking murderer, Tommy. He's a fucking murderer, and you brought him into our home, and now my friend is dead.
What the hell is going on?
Well, he was a murderer, so we're gonna say that as past tense.
Yeah, I was about to say now it's past tense.
Elijah, run!
Michael's just going to work. Like, he's like, not today.
I'll give the shape in this one. He's got balls, man. He's not waiting for much. Oh,
through the
yeah.
chin.
There's that 9.
Mm-hmm. I actually really love that you can see a tiny hint of his eyes at the very bottom of the eye holes. We're gonna get the sit up. Where's the sit up?
Yeah.
Oh, you can see him moving the knife there. Oh, right on the knee. Shoot him again. In the face.
Oh. Whoa now.
She's gonna end up in Camp Crystal Lake somehow.
Oh, good God. It's a bad week.
Sweetheart, it's been 6 months. You've got to get your life back.
Going to camp.
How could they not find his body? I shot him several times.
Was it 6 times?
I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart.
I know, but you've got to move on. You know, maybe take a trip somewhere.
Yeah.
Just get out of town for a while.
Go to camp.
Where would I even go? And
Go to camp. Let's
who
hear
would I
it.
even go with?
Yep.
Here's something. Could be fun.
It's Mom's fault.
Oh. She's
May
trying to get her
13th.
daughter killed.
It said May 13th on there too. I liked it. I did.
I dig it, man. I can dig it.
This one for me was up there, man. This one, I really liked the way Michael was. I liked the shots that they got of him. Yeah, man. This is pushing it the lead for me on this one. I think this might be my new numero uno here.
I think it probably moves into second for me.
All right.
For me, I still think just because of the sheer shock factor of the ending, Ghostface is probably in the lead for me.
Okay. All right.
I'll go Ghostface, then Michael, then Leatherface, then Freddy.
All right. And I'm just switching the first 2 around for me. So we're pretty close. Pretty close on these.
And here's the thing, man, they're all good, and I'm loving the creativity they have tying these things together. And once again, y'all, I'll say it. I said it at the beginning. I'll say it again, just so I keep reminding people. Definitely go check out their YouTube channel and watch these things over there as well, and give them a like, drop a comment on the videos. Make sure you show Conrad Studios some love, because they are. I mean, this is from the ground up. This is them. This is them being like, hey, let's make this fun story. And I'm really curious to talk to these people. If I can get them on in the future, I definitely will, to talk about these. But to see if this is something they planned out from the beginning, or if they literally wrote one and like, oh, it'd be cool to end it this way, and then wrote the next one. What if we ended it this way, without that full plan,
like the vision? Yeah. Yeah, man.
But yeah. I mean, that one was up there. What you said about the mask being too shiny, I agree with. It needed a little something. Like, throw some talcum powder on there or something, rub it in. Just get rid of the shine.
I think for me, that's nitpicking, with this, but I think the eyes look fantastic. I think the way that the shots they would get of him watching people was great. You got the stalking Michael to go along with it. Not really a huge fan of starting from the beginning because we kind of knew who was going to die. We just didn't know how, right?
Yeah.
But it's not bad. I'm not saying that that it's a horrible way of doing it. I mean, if you think about a lot of these, like even go back to the Scream one, right? When we had that narration of the Scream one, and we were just like, what? And then we found out what was going on. It was kind of like they really played on that whodunit, but that's what Scream does. They just did it very creatively, and we got to see it from a different point of view than we usually do with Scream. With this one, it was pretty straightforward. I probably just would have left that beginning part out and I would have went right into it. But I understand that you want to start with shock value. You know what I mean? You want to, whoa, look at that. What happened? I gotta watch. So I get what they did. And I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And I've already said it. I won't harp on it too much. I loved the creativity.
Yeah.
Just how they're going about the story. And I mean, we're about to jump into Friday, so who knows? This could be a new number one right here. So there you go. Next up is Friday. We do know that they reference it. My suspicion has remained the same, that the Ghostface chick will be the missing survivor from Camp Crystal Lake. I don't know why. That's just a suspicion I have.
All right, now I'm ready to watch Jason. Let's do this. Let's do this. Got my boy coming on the screen. Let's do it. Yeah, baby.
Bro, let me pull it up. I'm ready to do this. Like I said, my suspicion has remained the same, and I love the look of Freddy. At least I don't know how accurate it's going to be, but the thumbnail they have for Freddy, absolutely love it. Y'all, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this one so we can talk about it afterwards. We're gonna share this full screen.
What? I got this mask on. It's gonna end up being Sackhead. You watch.
Well, according to the thumbnail, it's not. It's like I said, I can't speak for how accurate it'll be, but according to the thumbnail, we're getting full on Jason.
Did you hear that a young boy drowned? That's how I would have started it. I love it.
Man, this place is beautiful.
I know. I've never been here before.
Yeah, I haven't either. This is my first time. I mean, speaking of firsts, this is our first real date.
I know. I can't believe we actually made it happen. I was so nervous to go up to you in the grocery store.
Oh, really? Well then, what made you do it then?
I don't know. Thought you were cute.
Mm-hmm.
Was walking around there for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I could tell.
Oh gosh. Yeah, my last dates just have all gone wrong. It's just haven't found the right one yet.
I love the automatic different
You might
vibe
be.
that they're giving right
Guess
now
we'll
because you're like,
find
oh,
out.
this is just a summer lovin', like some camp love.
Oh yeah.
It's
I would-
immediately a
I
different
really
vibe.
couldn't have written a better script.
Would
for
have kept the
myself.
mask on, but I didn't
My
bring a
dating
straw
life had
for my
been kind
drink,
of
so I
lost
ran
in
into a
limbo for a
dilemma.
while. I mean, I guess first there was Krista.
Should we order a few more shots?
Haven't you had
Yes.
enough already?
So I think they've got a voiceover, like a
How about we
narration
slow
thing.
down?
Yeah.
I gotta use the bathroom.
So you're gonna go throw up.
No, she pointed at her nose.
Can
She's
we
like,
get
I
a
gotta
check,
go use
please?
the bathroom.
That's it. I'm taking you home.
I would leave her there,
just
man.
left, like,
Yeah, I was
hey.
about to say, Billy.
Home sweet home.
You're smiling a little bit too much
Listen,
for
I
someone
really want to
who's.
fuck you, but I just don't want to mess things up because I really want to see you again.
What? What?
What?
Like, you can come up if you want to. Just don't make a lot of noise. My daughter's asleep upstairs.
Daughter.
She looks like a.
Holy shit. What was I thinking? Then there was Christy.
I'm gonna have the turkey club with the eggs Benedict with a side of mashed potatoes, 3 slices of bacon, a small
Look at
fruit
this.
cup, and
God
a muffin.
dang.
Oh, and can I get 2 chocolate chip pancakes to go?
To go.
You see this dude's eyes?
So
like,
what do you do?
other
I'm
than
a
eat?
student.
Besides, spend all my
Nice.
money.
What's
Like,
your
are you
major?
serious?
Finance.
Okay. What made you want to get into finance?
Don't know.
Are you like a student full time?
Yep.
That's nice.
She went for the
Hey,
meal.
look, I just don't think this is gonna work out between us, but thank you for breakfast, though.
Oh, I'd have been like,
And
oh, that's on
finally,
you. I don't know
I
you.
was
There
like,
was
oh, did I
Allison.
not tell you we're going
Not
Dutch?
believe we were at the same concert.
I mean, there must have only been like 50 people.
This
there.
dude literally going
Right?
over
Like,
his
what are the
terrible
odds?
dating history.
Hey, maybe it was meant to be.
I think so.
But I gotta ask you something else. Before we move any further, I need to know your top 3 desert island movies.
Oh gosh, okay. Definitely Toy Story 2. Maybe The Princess Bride and
Great
Swiss
pick.
Family Robinson.
You did not just say Swiss Family Robinson.
Oh no, why?
That's the first movie I ever saw.
You're kidding.
Those are all Disney. No, Princess Bride isn't Disney.
I think I'm ready for you to meet my
Dude,
family.
Are they getting it on in a car? Come on
Yeah.
now. You're adults.
I want to settle down. Did you bring
As
a
she's
condom?
riding him in the front seat of a Volvo.
I don't know if I did.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, you could say it's been a terrible streak lately. Mia, on the other hand, was a breath of fresh air. A simple girl with big ambitions, working a part-time job at a Mexican grocery store. I'd seen her around a few times.
You gotta
Never
give him
plucking
credit.
up the
He's
courage
taken a
to
lot of
introduce
shots
myself.
in a small amount of time.
Until I
Yeah.
finally forced myself to.
Yeah, like he's throwing darts at a dartboard, just hoping something
Excuse me?
sticks.
I was wondering if you could help me find the spicy green chili sauce.
It's like
Spicy
right behind
green
him. I bet.
chili. That was my first line to her.
Oh,
Spicy green chili sauce.
I think we're all out of that.
There was some like right next to his
Really?
head, right? Is that not it?
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's mole paste.
Can you help me find something else?
Your phone number?
I was wondering if you could help me find
He's gonna say your phone number.
your number.
Oh God!
There it
God damn
was.
I knew it. Oh, I hate it.
There it
I hate
was.
it
sorry.
now. I want him to
I
die
didn't
now.
mean to come right out.
That
and
was
say
so
that.
cheesy. I want him to die
I'm
now.
embarrassed.
No, I'm flattered
Oh,
and shocked. I didn't think you'd actually do it.
What do you mean?
I've
As
seen
if I
you
haven't seen you
stalking me.
circling
Yeah, she's
for
like,
Oh my
about
God,
10 minutes.
She
And
did.
just like that, I was hers.
not the spicy green chili sauce. Give him the sauce.
Let's go up this way.
What
Oh,
is this place, anyways?
I don't know. Must be like an old campground or something. Might make for a good romance movie.
Good romance, but yeah. Dear God.
good murder mystery, maybe.
Love it. Said Friday 13th. They didn't make it. Credits roll.
This is really nice.
Yeah, it is.
You're really nice.
I think they're doing it on
That's
purpose.
the second
right?
time he
Yeah.
said that to me. What did I get myself into? He thinks I'm this nice girl next door type. Boy, if only he knew.
How dare he waste? You know how expensive that stuff is? I mean, I don't, but I'm sure you do.
Fixing her hair in the wind, leaves watching her fall.
You have to get it together, Mia.
It's easier said than done. I've just been so stressed out lately. Is there any way that you can help me? You know?
We've already gone over this already, Mia. I cannot prescribe you medications. You always abuse it.
That's such a drag.
Such a
Here's an
drag.
idea. Why don't you go out and meet new people? Make new friends. Stop hanging around this bad group. Find someone that makes you smile. Someone you can embrace.
It's just a date. He's just a guy. I can do this. Hi, Liam. Happy
She starts
Friday.
chugging
You look
Captain
good
Morgan
today.
straight from the bottle.
Hi, Liam. Thanks for taking me on a date. My therapist said that I should be meeting more guys like you. Okay. Nope. Too straightforward.
So, what do you think
Has a big
about?
goofy smile. Oop.
I was thinking about how we've spent nearly all day at this lake and you still haven't kissed me yet. I've been waiting for something to happen.
I mean, I appreciate the forwardness. Where's Jason? I'm
She was
looking
it
for
for
him in
me.
the back.
I could literally die
know?
a happy man right here and.
There we go. That's an entrance, baby.
The effects leave something to be desired, but oh, we got a decapitation.
Yeah, baby.
It's not a bad looking Jason either.
Not a bad looking Jason at all.
Is it starting to rain? Those are rain effects. Yeah, that rain is added in post.
Brutal.
Did you see that? Bro, he just pulled a no look neck slit.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god. That was unnecessary.
But yet it was oddly satisfying when that guy died, right?
Dude, it was so satisfying.
I feel like they did that, like they gave us that backstory so we could just be like, yes.
I love that her idea of some crazy dark backstories that she went to a few parties and watched. Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes nowadays, and all of a sudden you're a terrible person. Yeah, but see, like it was supposed to be raining out there, yet she's completely dry.
Yep, it happens.
Got to get it a little bit better at the effects, I think. Like the practical. Like I don't mind doing CGI, but you got to blend them.
Right.
You gotta get out of here.
She's the one from the previous one.
Everyone. All my friends are dead. Okay. Did you see him? No. I just heard screaming and then I saw everyone. How many are dead? I can't count. It's okay. I'll be okay.
I'm enjoying the angles they're getting.
Yeah.
And it's a good looking Jason.
It is a good
like he's
looking
intimidating. Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah. She's not moving fast enough.
No, she's not. It's just like, is he gonna stab him with it? Right.
Yes.
He stabbed him through the skull
The
with
answer
a
to your-
blunt baseball bat.
The answer to your question is yes. I'm taking the look on Jason. Not so much. Well, I'm not going to nitpick.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it? No, we need something to protect ourselves. What are you looking for?
Oh, thank God. This will save us. Just walk right through it, bro.
I was really hoping.
Break it down and go right through it.
Oh, is he gonna stab her through like the wood, like the floor?
So this has me thinking about Friday the 13th, the video game where you can stab through the bed. Oh, is he gonna go through the already dead body?
That's hilarious. I'm not digging the fashion style boots that Jason's wearing. Like with the
Are you?
Oh, why would you do that? Yo. I feel like there needs to be a little bit more. Oh, I dig that. I dig a mask covered in blood, you know? Don't stop, run.
I was running.
Mom said they take me anywhere.
It was my magic shoes.
There's my magic shoes.
Oh, the slow-mo Jason. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's a good look.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen worse Jasons, I'll tell you that. Is this going to be the chick from the Scream one?
It is.
Is it going to be the chick from the Scream one?
There's a fucking killer on the loose. Please drive, please. You have to drive. He's killed everyone. Everyone.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
It'll be.
She's about to kill her.
Yeah, but you're never going to see her because the next one's a whodunit.
Stop.
But you saw the knife.
Yes. A traveling ghost face because that's New Jersey. She was in Texas and she was in Woodsboro. That's in Cali, right?
Yeah. Ghostface is, other than 6, is always in California. There we go.
Yeah. See, I felt like that would have had way more impact if we didn't see 4.
Yeah, I kind of regret watching them out of order now because if we had.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Sarah. 2 is in Ohio. 2 takes place at Windsor College in Ohio. I forgot about that. Yeah, I kind of regret watching them out of order because that would have had such a huge impact.
Yeah.
I honestly, man, I'm gonna perfectly transparent for everyone. I never know how much I'm gonna like something, right? And I never know what the quality is gonna be. I'm perfectly honest about that. I don't watch these beforehand. I want to give a genuine reaction to what we're seeing.
Yeah.
So when I picked the Scream out of the Horrorverse, I didn't know they were all going to be connected. You know, I didn't know that. So I was like, okay, cool. We should be able to just watch this one. And obviously seeing it now, I'm like,
yeah,
that would have been such an interesting way to move forward. Like I'm definitely going to do a night where on my own, where I go from start to finish.
Yeah.
And do all of them because there's 5 of them and they're each like 15 to 20 minutes. So you got hour and 15, hour and 20 at most. Easy watch. But that's it, man. There's the slasher verse.
That was the
What's your
slasher-verse.
thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Overall, it was very entertaining. You know, despite the fact we'll ignore the fact that we watched them out of order because we both kind of voiced our opinion on that. But I think it was fun. I think it was creative, and for people who love the slasher movies, it kind of had something for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, you're a huge Scream fan. I'm a huge Friday the 13th fan. But we both like Halloween. We both like Leatherface. It's just like, man, hell yeah, dude. You got a little bit of everybody. It's almost like when Scream comes on, you're like, hell yeah, now it's time for my boy. When Friday the 13th comes on, it's like, hell yeah, man, now it's time. And it's fun, dude. It's almost like you cheering for your team. And the way they linked them all together, man, it was pretty creative. A lot of bad luck for some characters, to be going to certain places. But yeah, man, I had a good time with that for sure. I liked it.
And it didn't go the way I thought. I thought the survivor was gonna be, she was gonna be the survivor.
Yeah.
Sorry. But it didn't go that way, and I'm okay with that. But I think they did some really creative stuff that I commend them on. And in terms of the making of themselves, like production value, they were super high. There's some spotty effects in there. I don't know what the budget was on these things though. But I really, really enjoyed them. I think it's clever. I can't imagine how much of an experience this would be if we watched them as they were coming out without knowing what was next, right?
Right.
Because now, obviously, these came out, over a year ago. And we were able to see which one's next, so we know now that there's this through line. What's going to be what's going to be next? How there's going to be a tie into it. But if you were in a situation where you didn't know what you were about to watch, and you saw the girl escape from Camp Crystal Lake, and all of a sudden, the killer pulls out a second killer pulls out a buck 120.
Yeah.
That means that woman has a kill in three of the movies, because she killed someone in the Friday one, several people in the Jason one, or in the Ghostface one, and I think she killed someone in the Leatherface one too.
Maybe. She might have.
I'll have to go back and rewatch it, but I'm just in terms of filmmaking, I'm really, really impressed with how the production value that they brought to it.
Yeah, and the biggest thing, I can't say this enough, it was fun. You know what I mean? Like, I had a good time watching them, and ultimately, that's what you want, right?
Yeah, as a fan, that's what I want from a fan film. Do something creative. Doesn't have to be something I haven't seen before, because that's a story that's hard now. We've had a lot, but tell it in your voice, and make it entertaining. And they did that, man. They did that in every single one. So,
yeah, and I think that all of the killers in the movie were represented pretty well. I do.
They were. I don't think any of them looked bad.
No, not at all. I think Jason looked good. I think Michael looked good. Ghostface looked good. Leatherface looked good. And Freddy. Freddy's tough. You know what I mean? But I knew it was Freddy. I kind of got the Freddy vibe. You got multiple things with Freddy, and I hate to be repeating ourselves, but the charisma, the voice, and the look. That's three things with him that you got to get right with Freddy. And I think for what they were trying to accomplish, I think they did a pretty good job to do that, to tackle such a hard thing to tackle, right?
They did it. They did it better than I would do it.
Yeah.
I give you that right now. Here's a question I'm going to throw out to you, because I know for me, my question is, if I were to do this, what would I do?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to throw the question out to you. If Conrad Studios reached out to you and was like, hey, write a Slasherverse episode 6, what would you do?
First thing I'd have to do is remember where we ended off. So
we ended off with Sally Hardesty in therapy with Fred Krueger.
Right. So you would have to incorporate Freddy into that, which is something I really didn't want to do. You know what I mean? Like that's I don't know. I
Let's
think I
say you
might
don't
make
have to
that
incorporate
minimal.
Freddy. You could just have to incorporate Sally.
Okay. I'd link her up somehow and go into another franchise that we haven't seen yet. You know, I wouldn't want to repeat.
And that's
You know
what
what
I
I mean?
that's really where I was going with it. What
Yeah.
franchise would you try to hook in?
Well, I mean, there's a few that come to mind. Now, some of them not like these are big franchise.
These are like Mount Rushmore franchises.
Right. So you wouldn't want to jump off too far. So you could look at maybe do something with the Evil Dead. You know what I mean? Because that's a big one. I you know I love The Strangers, you know, and I would love to just say The Strangers, but I don't feel like the levels.
It's only had 2 movies right now.
Right.
So
I
I
don't
think
feel
you
like
got
it's the same.
maybe
Or-
after 2024.
Yeah, I mean, or you could really get weird with it, man, and it'd be kind of hard, and you could do something with Chucky. You know what I mean? Like those would be the two to come to mind. I think for me, the easier one, especially being as new to film stuff as I would probably take Evil Dead because I think that might be something that it has a big fan base. You could do some cool stuff with it. You could bring the Necronomicon into things. Like I think that would be my answer. I think I
Okay.
would go Evil Dead.
Yeah, Chucky would be hard. I see several people saying Chucky. Chucky would be hard because of the puppeteering that's involved with actually making Chucky or the animatronic. However you make the Chucky doll move is hard.
And there's a good fan film of Chucky out there too, believe it or not.
Is there?
It's called Charles.
Is it about Charles Lee Ray before he becomes Chucky?
But he becomes Chucky. And he's Chucky for a while.
Oh,
he's
okay.
He's only Charles Lee Ray at the beginning. And that had a lot of issues coming out. It got a cease and assist when they made it. So they had to cut it. They had to cut it down. Like it was supposed to come out a couple years ago. It was supposed to come out a couple years before it came out. But let's put it that way. So yeah, man. I mean, it's out there. Charles is, and it's good. I mean, you would think with them having to do, all that stuff with Chucky the doll, and man, they do it. They do.
It is interesting that they would run into those legal issues, and that's something we haven't really discussed that much, but it's something you do have to keep in mind. I know with Aaron, we talked about a little backstage. The music is something that comes up, like these scores, because they're like with Halloween, especially, you have an iconic score. With Harry Manfredini, with Jason, you got familiar noises, but it's not the same all the way around. So you can kind of get away with it, I feel like, a little bit more.
Well, with Charles, it wasn't even that. I believe it had to do with runtime. Like it was too close to a feature that was too competitive with, within the franchise. So I think they had to cut it down. Like it was an hour and 30 minutes, and they had to cut it down to like 59 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. It had to be under an hour, and they cut it down to like 59 minutes. So yeah, Charles is decent. That's a good one. I enjoy Charles.
I might look into that one, but
yeah.
I mean, Chucky. I'm going to be honest. Chucky's ever been my favorite,
right?
And it would be hard. I think, man, I don't know. Would it be crazy to bring like Annabelle or Valak in? Because in the same vein as Chucky, you could bring in Annabelle, and Annabelle's not nearly as much work.
It's
more paranormal.
100%. And then you'd be introduced, but it is called the slasher verse. So I'd kind of feel like, well, why do we have? And I mean, I would enjoy it, but I could see people being like, "Hey, I came here for slashers. What are we doing here?"
Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah, but I may run into the same issue with Evil Dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's not a horror verse; it's a slasher verse.
Yeah. So, who do we got left, man? I mean, you could do some Norman Bates type shit. That'd be crazy. I'd have to think about that for a minute. Chucky is a slasher. Yes, 100%.
Chucky would be a slasher.
Yeah, Chucky is, but man, that's a big ask. Like, hey, Michael, I know you've never done anything in your life, but you could bring this doll to life.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. Thank
Oh
you.
man, I mean, would Pinhead be considered? Would you throw Pinhead in there?
Hellraiser. I mean, I don't know, man. That'd be another one that's it's kind of, I think that's kind of like bordering on the line of where Evil Dead's at. You know what I mean?
That's a good one. You have the I forget what they called him, but it was like the parka. They had the coat on in Urban Legend.
Yeah.
You could bring her in. She would be a slasher. You could bring in the fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Summer, I guess, although that's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know how else you could do it. It would
I
be
know as soon as this stream ends, I'm gonna get somebody that's gonna pop in my head, and I'm gonna send
Yeah.
you an Instagram message like, I can't believe I forgot so and so.
Yeah,
man.
dude, I'm just
That's
yeah.
it.
Sarah, thanks for throwing out that example. Anyone else in the chat? You got another example of a slasher you would like direction you would take it? Candyman?
I mean, you could go Sleepaway Camp. You could bring in that. I don't know if it's big enough name to put with, this
they
group.
had what 4 movies?
They had 3 and a partial. I call the 4th one a partial because it was. I don't think. Well, no, they did have another one that was god awful. But
Yeah,
it wasn't. It wasn't called Sleepaway Camp 4. It was like Sleepaway Camp something else.
Yeah, it was like something Society or something like that, or
Yeah.
like something Decay.
It was way off from
Sleepaway
Camp 2 for me is like a guilty. I love Sleepaway Camp 2. Sarah said John Carver. Go for it.
Bro, John Carver. Oh, okay. So Sleepaway Camp 4, The Survivor. No, that's actually that's the
Right,
fifth
because they
ins-
made a 4th one that was like mostly flashbacks, and I don't even think that it really even got.
Okay, so there's
love.
Sleepaway Camp, Return to Sleepaway Camp. Okay, wait. I think it's Sleepaway Camp. Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers.
Yep.
Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland.
Yep.
Or whatever. Then Return to Sleepaway Camp. Then Sleepaway Camp 5 or 4, The Survivor.
Okay, I think I'm thinking of shit, dude. I don't even know. After 3, I don't even bother. Like I even enjoy 3 as bad as it is. They bury that old lady and run her head over with the lawnmower. I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, I'm almost looking back at my movies. Like, what did I forget?
Yeah, like what could go in there? John Carver's a great one. Chucky's the next one that I would think would be up there, but it'd be too hard to do.
Victor Crowley.
Bro, you
Throw
could
him in
do
there.
you could throw Hatchet in there.
Throw him in there. I'm cheating right now. I'm looking at my movies. You could. Oh, the Creeper, dude. Throw the Creeper in there. Oh, is that a
Bro.
slasher? That might be a monster.
I mean, I could maybe see it. It just another thing, it'd be hard to do because you got to do a lot of makeup, a lot of wardrobe, or else you end up with something like Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
Ooh, that classic.
Man, I just watched a true crime thing about the creator of Jeepers Creepers. And not going to go into it obviously on here. Let's stay away from it. Just know that it's, oh, dude, I'm like, how is this? This is just.
Dude, I thought of it. Throw Art the Clown in there, man.
You're gonna be too gory for YouTube. I tell you that right now.
That'd be crazy. Or throw Pearl in there, man. I'm cheating like hell, you guys. I'm looking at my movies. I'm not
Dude,
even gonna lie.
Pearl would be a good one. Pearl would be easy too, although Pearl's dead now in current time, so it'd have to be Maxine. Although we don't know who's gonna what the thing is gonna be. Patrick Bateman has had, he's killed several people. Like, I'd say he's a slasher.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if I'm picking, I'd probably do The Strangers, man. Why not? You know, I
Yeah.
consider them slashers, dude, and I think that that'd be one I could pull off and fun. I'd probably say that. Dude, I gotta say something to Russell. He said he's hooked on Reacher, and I wish dude, Reacher is the shit. If you guys are not watching Reacher,
I haven't
that
watched
is,
any of season 2 yet.
I started it last night, and I
How far
freaking-
deep is it? Is it all streaming right
There's
now?
only 3 episodes up right now of Reacher
Okay,
season 2.
I usually wait so I can binge it. Man, the first season absolutely loved it. You want to dance with me?
Yeah.
Last person that lied me that way was
Dude.
something down at dude. He's so good. He's so freaking huge.
You know he was the guy from Blue Mountain State. Did you
Yeah,
ever
he
see-
was Thad or Tad.
fucking Thad, dude. I just can't. I can't. That my brain will not process that Reacher is Thad, bro. Like it just won't. It won't process that for me. 100%. I can't do it. I cannot do it. No way. That's Thad. Yeah, bro. Reacher. That's the shit. I still need to check out episode 7 of Monarch, but I don't think that comes out until. Did it come out last Friday or this? Did it come out?
I haven't
last
watched
Friday?
any of Monarch.
Oh, it's fun. I like Monarch. I think 7 came out last Friday, so I think I'm one behind. I think I am one behind. But shit, maybe not. I don't know. I always just check to see if it's out or not. But good. Sarah,
Say, oh, we forgot about Leprechaun.
Leprechaun's there too, man.
He was also in Fast X,
He
which,
was.
if y'all didn't know, Sarah's top movie, or was it second top?
I think it was second. I think it was number
Second.
2.
I forget what number 1 was, but
I had left already, so
yeah, but she loved it. So that tie-in makes him even better. I'm sure for her, but yeah, man, this was fun. This was another great Tuesday night. I'm
Hell
trying
yeah,
to get
dude.
more scheduled down like you are for. Oh, it was Equalizer 3. That was her number 1.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I want to see it though. That's Denzel Washington, right?
Yeah. Have you seen the first 2?
I have. Yes. It's been a minute since I've seen them, so before I watch 3, I want to do a refresh, just like I do every time a new John Wick comes out. I always do a refresh on those before I go because they kind of blend for me a little bit. Except for the first John Wick. Like, dude, that's
Stands
my
out.
jam. Yeah, dude. Theon Greyjoy screwed everything up. If Theon Greyjoy didn't kill his dog, none of this would have ever happened.
Winter came early.
You know?
So yeah, man, I'm trying to get some down, and I'm trying to get them more scheduled out like yours are. I'm working on getting, a fellow creator from from our YouTube family on who made a feature length screen film. As soon as I have that down, I'll get that out there to the people. But we're probably going to be kind of veering away from Scream only because there's not as many feature length Scream films. And Michael and I did talk about this, and I think the reason that we kind of narrowed down was we've had Scream out there. Like, we're getting studio level Scream films, so it doesn't make sense for people to make as many fan films. Whereas, like, Friday, haven't gotten Friday in what,
09. Since 09.
almost 16 years.
Let me check my calculator in my head, but we got
2024 would be
14
15 years. Yeah, so we haven't gotten a Friday movie in 15 years. We haven't gotten a Nightmare movie in
1 year less. That came out in 2010.
Yeah, so 14 years. So those kind of make sense, and that's probably why we had Dylan's New Nightmare. That's why we have stuff like Roseblood that are really high budget, because there's a a demand for it. Whereas Scream, we're getting Scream pretty consistently now. So we're probably on my channel, we're going to be veering away into some weirder stuff. But I'm going to be sticking with the fan films, and we're just going to go into some awesome stuff. I've found some that are horror franchises, but some you wouldn't necessarily think of. I had an idea for one myself that I, keeping under wraps for now, but we'll see how it goes. And thank you, Sarah. Before we jump off, please don't forget to subscribe to Michael over at Movies and Beyond.
Yes.
Every Monday we're over on his channel doing the exact same thing. Also, I'm going to say it one more time in the description of this video. go check out Conrad Studios. He's it's the channel that made all these the slasherverse that we watched last week and this week. Go watch them over there. Make sure to grab the videos a like, give them a comment, bring attention to them because those things need to be seen by people. I think they're really good. Like they need to be seen by people.
And I mean, something else we really didn't, touch on too much with that. I think that I might start telling people, and feel free to do this as well. If you see a fan film on here that you like a whole lot, it wouldn't take that much to share on social media. Like, hey guys, I checked this out this weekend. Like if you're looking for a good whatever, throw it up there. Like I definitely think that would help as well to help out some of these creators of these lesser known fan films that hell, some people don't even watch fan films because they don't know that they're any good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, I was one of those people. I never
Yeah.
watched fan films because I'm like, it's 100% transparency. If I see bad acting, it usually takes me out of things. I usually can't really focus, and that's something I associated with fan films as being lesser quality, and that's not the case. That's not the case now. So yeah, definitely share these out, and tag the creators, let them know, hey, we watched these and we're really digging them.
Yeah. And then let's not forget to mention too, It's Me Billy teaser trailer dropped today. So if you are a Black Christmas fan and you did like It's Me Billy, Dave McRae and Bruce's first teaser trailer came out today. So go over there and check that out if you haven't already. It looks fun. Definitely looks fun.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even seen It's Me Billy Chapter 1.
Oh, it's a fun one.
Haven't seen it.
It's you might want to. Yeah, it's a fun one for sure. Yeah, I think you'll like that one. I do.
All right, Michael, before we wrap up, you got anything you want to promote for your channel this upcoming week or next week?
Yeah, sure. So instead of this Sunday, we'll be doing this Friday. So in 3 days, we'll be doing our Sunday night show due to Sunday being Christmas Eve. So we will be back with the 90s tournament this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Matt and I will be on doing that. And next Monday, with that being Christmas Day, we have moved the Monday show to Wednesday. So next Sunday, there won't be a show on Movies and Beyond. And next Monday, there won't be a show. But in addition, you do get, this Friday, you get a stream for the tournament, and Wednesday it looks like we're gonna have a great show next Wednesday. Peter Anthony's gonna return. He's gonna jump on the panel. He's working on getting the director as well. We're gonna watch the Friday the 13th fan film, The Fall of Camp Blood. So what I have read about that is it is a continuation from Friday the 13th Part 4. So if you're a big Friday 4 fan, I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm definitely looking forward. I love 4. 4 is my gem.
Man, I know the quality Peter put out there, so I'm excited about it just for that. Obviously, the brackets are always fun, so y'all be sure to jump over and throw your movie out there for it's 90s, right? Sorry, I was listening, but it's 90s this weekend, right?
90s is this coming Friday on 12/22.
Yeah, so definitely go throw out your 90s movies, and there's a lot of fun horror in the 90s, and I'm just saying it. Fucking Scream better be on there, and it better make it to the semifinals at least. It's one of the most influential horror movies of all time.
Hey, and that's all going to be up to the chat. I love how when people are disappointed, they're like, "There's no way." It's like, you guys, it's you. I'm just the messenger.
Y'all voted. Like, it was you,
the messenger. I just type my fingers and I break ties. And I think I've only broken 2 ties in like 3 tournaments. So.
And that's why I always do the poll, because I'm like, I'm not miscounting any names. I'm not counting something twice. I didn't leave anyone's vote out. You all voted, and YouTube is simply telling me this is what they said.
Yes.
So that's why I always do the polls. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking getting called out on it. So, but I'm just saying.
Well, I've only had 1 tournament go. Well, I've had 2 tournaments pretty much go my way. One was unknown that it went my way. I can't believe that the 09 Friday came through on that one.
It was so good.
I know it came
I was
through.
like, holy shit, it's going to the finals at least. And then it came out on top, and I'm like,
I never saw that coming in a million
no,
years. Never
no.
in a million years. But you leave it up to everyone to vote. Everyone's vote counts, and I let the chat decide where these movies go based off of their votes for each movie. So it's a blast, man. Between me and Eric and doing these shows, there's a lot of fun horror stuff going on right now, you guys, and it's only going to get better. I guarantee you guys that 100%.
Yeah. I'm just having so much fun with it, and I can't wait to see where it goes, in the future, and when things I've got in my head that I'm working on. I can't wait. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I'm so excited to just make announcements for things. Like, I want to get stuff started so I can share in the excitement I have with everyone.
Yeah.
So I can't wait till we get to that point. But we'll get there. We got to take it a week at a time, a show at a time here. So yeah. Next Friday on this channel, I might be doing, or Friday on Michael's channel, I might have something going on Saturday. I'm still trying to work out scheduling. If not, it'll be next week, kind of between Christmas and New Year's, for a fun Christmas horror watch along. It's a cheesy B movie, kind of awful, but fun at the same time.
Oh yeah.
My problem is I'm not really finding anywhere for people to watch it.
Oh.
So it might be one where we don't actually go live on YouTube, but I'll set up a StreamYard and people can jump in and watch it with me. Watch it with us anyways.
Oh yeah, man. Those are always fun to do.
Yeah, so that I can show everyone the movie, but we'll see how it goes. If I can find it somewhere that it's easily accessible for people, we'll do it. We'll do it live on YouTube. If not, we'll do it together and just hang out. I'm not even worried about the YouTube side of it.
Yeah,
but yeah, y'all, I think we're going to wrap it up for the night. Thanks for another great Tuesday. Tuesday of fan films, man. This is a month down. This is a month straight we've been doing this. This was our
crazy.
4th week. Yeah.
That is crazy. But it's a blast, man. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
It really does. I feel like we just started this. I feel like I'm trying to count up the movies, and now that I think about it, we've watched a ton of fan films.
Yeah. Yeah,
and there's still so many more out there. We haven't even scratched the surface, honestly.
Plenty to go.
Dude,
Definitely
it's crazy.
Plenty to go.
But with that, we're gonna wrap it up for the night. Everyone, thank you so much for stopping by live. If you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I remembered. Subscribe if you haven't. Also, go subscribe to Michael over at the Movies and Beyond. And have a lovely, safe week, everyone. Later.
Oh, I hate goodbyes.